Thank you so much for joining me today in my digital classroom as we talk about the differences between Majirel Cool Cover and Majirel Cool Inforced. If you are a stylist who has been using Majirel Cool Cover and loving the results that you're getting from it, you're also going to love our newest addition to the Majirel family, Majirel Cool Inforced. So before I really get into the biggest differences between our Cool Cover and our Cool Inforced, I just want to go over for just a second all of the other families within our Majirel line. So as you can see here behind me, I have a beautiful whiteboard, and we're just going to kind of talk about the different families in Majirel first. So we have our classic Majirel, which is going to give you true to tone color, long lasting, permanent hair color, 100% white coverage, up to 3 levels of lift, 35-minute processing time, and we have a huge range of shades within that family. Also within the Majirel family, we have our Magi Rouge. Our Magi Rouges are going to be our intense reds, our intense coppers. So these are going to be our really vibrant colors that will also give 100% white coverage and are beautiful, long-lasting, intense reds. In fact, they're the prettiest reds that I've ever seen, and they last in the hair, which is incredible. We also have our Majirel Cool Cover, which we are going to talk about today. Within our Cool Cover, we have intense cool reflex, which are going to also help cover resistant gray hair. It's also going to keep hair from turning brassy for up to 6 weeks. And it's also going to give a really nice opaque finish. So it's really going to give a nice, deep, matte, rich color. Beautiful cover. I always choose my Majirel Cool Cover when I am looking to cover resistant grays. Sometimes, excuse me, sometimes that classic Majirel doesn't always give me the coverage I'm always looking for, especially on those resistant clients. So that's what I'm gonna grab my Cool Cover. My Cool Cover just gives me a little bit more coverage. It keeps it a cooler coverage. Now it doesn't always mean ashy coverage, and that's something that I think is really important to remember, that cool cover doesn't always equal ashy. So there's a difference between warmth and brass. So cool cover is going to help keep the hair from turning brassy, but if you have a guest that still wants cool reflex but with a little bit of warmth in there, or you have that resistant gray coverage client and you don't want to give them a full ashy look, you can create warm looks within the Majirel Cool Cover as well, and that's really unique, and I love that. We also have within our Majirel family our Majirel Glow. So our Majirel Glow is going to be a tone-based color, so there's no level in there. It's tone only, and it gives beautiful iridescent glow and shine to the hair. And you can use it all by itself. You can mix it into the classic Majirel. You can use it on virgin hair. You can use it for creating a tri-light effect when you're doing a highlight, for balayaging when you're refreshing ends and you're trying to cover up brassiness or warmth, but you don't want to add necessarily depth to the ends. That's where we can grab our Majirel Glow. And then also we have our Magi Lift, or Majirel High Lift, and this is going to be ultralight blonding and toning all in one step. So this is for our guests that maybe we don't want to use a lightener on, but we want to get them as blonde as we can without lightener. This is going to lift and tone all at the same time. You can get up to 4.5 levels of lift with it, depending on what developer we're using, things like that. But that is our Majirel High Lift. And now to introduce to you our newest member of the family, our Majirel Cool Inforced. So Majirel Cool Inforced is boosted with those cool reflex, just like that Cool Cover is. So you're going to get up to six weeks of anti-brass hair. You're going to get beautiful, cool Inforced coverage, and you're going to get shine and conditioning in the hair just like every other time we use a Majirel product. For those of you who might not know, Majirel has been proven to make the hair 45% more conditioned than hair that's never been colored before. So the second that you put Majirel in the hair, you already start to feel it conditioning the hair. Our Majirel family has something called ING, an in-cell complex in it. And what that does is it fills the potholes in the hair. So anytime that the hair is lacking conditioning, that in-cell and ING finds that pothole, it fills it with a conditioning agent, and then conditions the hair. And every single time you use Majirel in the hair, it conditions more and more. However, it's kind of neat because it doesn't actually build up on the hair. So if I put Majirel in the hair and my hair is completely conditioned and I don't have any potholes to fill, rather than building up on the hair, it's going to just slide off the hair. So if I don't have that condition, if I don't need that conditioning, it's not going to over condition the hair. So with Majirel Cool Inforced, we have our shades that are going to be more ashy, and we have shades that are going to have a little bit of coolness to them. So within our family, within the Majirel Cool Inforced family, we have a range of 4.1, 5.1, and 6.1. We also have 7, 8, and 9, 7, 8, 9, and 10.1. But also we have down here some 1.3s. So again, we aren't necessarily always creating ashy effects. Maybe I want something that's a little bit sandy or has just a little bit of warm reflect to it. I can still get that warmth within my Cool Inforced family. The biggest difference between Cool Inforced and Cool Cover is that with that Cool Cover, I'm gonna have more of an opaque finish. So it's going to be a little bit more matte. And then with my Cool Inforced, I'm going to have more of a translucent finish. It's going to have more of that natural reflection like we're used to seeing with our classic Majirel family. So that's really the biggest difference, where Cool Cover is going to be for someone who has maybe resistant gray hair, and then Cool Inforced is for somebody who just wants a cooler reflect on their hair. So they just want their hair to be a little bit cooler rather than warm, and it really will have those anti-brass technology for up to 6 weeks in the hair. So I also have here an example of my Cool Cover and my Cool Inforced. I'm just going to walk around to get a little bit closer to show you, to see if you can see the difference here. So on this side here, this is my Cool Cover, and then this side is my Cool Inforced. So I did 6.1 on both sides, and you can see that they're the same color, but this one just looks a little bit deeper and a little bit darker because it has more of that opaque finish. Where over here on this side with my Cool Inforced, it still has that ashiness, it just doesn't have that opacity to it. So that is really the biggest difference between our Cool Cover and our Cool Inforced. I'm excited to bring this new line to you within our family. If you guys have any questions at all, please feel free to reach out. I'm super excited to share this with you, and thanks for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful day. Thanks.